let's take a bunch of large photos and compress them without reducing any quality using AI. This is going to take like 3 minutes, and you don't actually have to know how to code, and it won't require going into any spammy websites with a bunch of ads on it. I'm Parker X, by the way, and I ran product at a startup that did $50 million a year before we exited, and I teach AI on my channel. Actual easy stuff to do that's helpful, no BS. So let's take a look. I have two things open. Let's see, let's move some stuff. I've got a terminal. Now, don't get scared. This literally lets you use AI to just talk to it, and it will save you a whole bunch of time. I have a terminal open, and then I have a bunch of images open. Now, the problem is when you have images that are large, they will load really slowly on websites. So you want to have large images because it shows the full picture depth, all that. I don't need a lesson on that, but you also want to not have them be too large because, again, it'll slow your site. So what I'm going to be using is this tool called Warp. It's totally free, and you can check the description for a link on how to get it. And it is a terminal. So a terminal is the way that you talk to your computer really directly, but it's typically really scary because if you're not technical, you're like, what is this thing? But luckily now they have the ability to use what's called an agent where you can just talk to it. So once you've downloaded it, you will be able to hit Command I, and it will open up the agent mode, which then lets you just type what you want. What we're going to do is we're going to have it navigate to this folder, and we're going to tell it, hey, we want to compress these to file sizes no larger than 3 megabytes. So we have some in here that are 12. So I've already opened up the folder, and one of the tricks here is I can right click the folder and get the path name. Now, path name is basically the route to getting to that folder. It's where it is on your system. So I can right click this, and I'll copy raw as path name, and I'm going to say navigate to here. I'll hit enter. Now it's going to take off. Cool. It's going to give me the command. I can hit enter. Great. Next, I'm going to say I need all the files or all the photos in this folder to be less than 3 megabytes. But I want to keep the originals. Please help. Cool. And you don't have to even say stuff like, oh, use this library, use this tool. It will just do it. So what it's doing now is it's going to walk through all the steps that it's taking. So it's kind of thinking through all this, and it's saying, I'm going to check the files in that folder. It says directory because it's the technical term. And I'm going to see what type of file. Okay, cool. I see that there's this type of file. It's going to ask if I have the tool that's called ImageMagick downloaded on my computer or not. And if I didn't, it would say, hey, let's download it. And you just literally hit enter. And that's kind of the beauty of this thing is you could just have it go. And so it kind of walks me through what it's going to do. I say, yeah, sounds good. I'm going to hit enter. Now it's written this thing, and it says it's going to write a command that's going to create all the versions of it under 3 megabytes while maintaining the best quality. I'm going to hit enter. So literally all I've done is just said, this is what I want, and can you go do it? And I hit enter twice. Now, this is a real example, like this is not edited, of how you would deal with an issue, because I can see that it's starting to do it, but it says, hey, like use this command instead of that command. So I'm going to just let it go, because this would happen to you if you weren't, watching this video hand-holding, and you might run into an issue when you try to do something else. But it looks like, let's see, you can find this in the compressed directory. Hang on, it actually didn't have an issue. So let's see. Oh, cool. Never mind. So I thought it was going to have an issue. That's even better. So what it did was it compressed all of them and then put it in a new folder called compressed. Ta-da. Now, all of these are under 3 megabytes. If I open one up, the quality looks fantastic. And that's how you can do it. So if you wanted to do this with a different folder, what you could do is you just say, okay, can you go to the name of this folder? So I would grab the folder name, copy it, and say, go do the same thing in this folder. And you don't even have to tell where it is, because it can just search where it is and they can find it. So that's how you do it. It's really, really simple, and it should save you a lot of time. Once you do this one time, then the next times will obviously be a lot easier, but you don't have to even remember what the commands are. And there's so much powerful stuff that you can do with the terminal, especially using Warp, because you don't have to know any of the commands. Another use case of this would be I want to go download every song in this YouTube playlist. It'll say, okay, cool, let's go get this library. Oh, I want to take every academic lecture from this YouTube playlist and turn it into blog posts. So it'll be like, okay, cool, let's go do that. Let's download them all. We're going to turn them into text files. We're going to rewrite them into blog posts. So very, very powerful. And you don't have to leave that one screen. If this was helpful, make sure you like the video, you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.